Hello, I'm Nikki Newman. This is my official YouTube channel. Please subscribe and support us.
The Young and the Restless spoilers, full episodes, Saturdays, update April 25th, 2026. Welcome back to our channel. Follow Genoa City Addicts. It is a beautiful day to dive deep into the absolute chaos that is currently unfolding on our screens. So grab your coffee, take a deep breath, and let's get right into the madness. I cannot believe they actually did that. I am literally sitting here typing this with my hands shaking because that ending scene with Matt Clark jumping into the back of Sharon's car at the abandoned gas station just took years off my life. Years. I mean, we all knew Matt was laying a trap. We knew he was using Nick's phone to lure them out there, but seeing him physically slide into that backseat and say, "Don't scream, Sharon, just me. Your old friend Matt." I screamed. I literally screamed at my television screen. It was like something straight out of a horror movie, and I am still trying to process the sheer terror of that moment. Let's back up because I am getting way ahead of myself here. I need to process this logically, but my emotions are just everywhere right now. So Sharon and Noah are driving out into the middle of nowhere in Nevada. Noah, bless his heart, is the only one with any sense of self-preservation in this family right now. He literally tells his mom he has a bad feeling about this. He thinks his dad and Adam are planning to take out Matt themselves, and honestly, I wish they were. I wish Adam had just gone full spider and handled Matt off screen because this hostage situation is getting way too stressful for my blood pressure. But no, they drive right into the trap. And of course, they are out of cell service range. Because it's a soap opera, and whenever someone is driving into a deadly trap, the cell towers magically stop working. Adam left Sharon a voicemail. A highly detailed, frantic voicemail from his sweet phone warning her that Matt has his and Nick's phones. Whatever you do, don't answer any calls or texts. You, Noah, and Sienna stay in Genoa City. It was the perfect warning. It could have saved them. But because they are out in the middle of the desert, she never gets it. I am so frustrated I could pull my hair out. And can we talk about the history here for a second? I have been watching this show for years, and the trauma that Matt Clark has inflicted on Sharon is just astronomical. This isn't just some random villain of the week. This is the man who has haunted her nightmares for decades. And now he has her and her son trapped in a car at an abandoned gas station. What is his plan? Are they going to blow the place up? Is he going to use them as leverage to completely break Nick? I am dreading tomorrow's episode, but I also know I am going to be glued to my screen the second it airs because I need to know that Sharon and Noah survived this. Speaking of breaking Nick, I am sorry, but my heart is absolutely shattered into a million pieces for Nick Newman right now. Am I the only one who is physically pained watching him look at himself in that bathroom mirror? He is holding that fentanyl pill. He literally tells himself don't, and then he takes it anyway. He takes IT anyway. I just can't deal with this. Nick has always been the golden boy, the moral compass of the Newman family, the one who constantly judges Adam for every little mistake. And now look at him. Matt Clark has completely destroyed him, pumping him full of drugs to the point where Nick's brain chemistry is just fundamentally altered. When Adam knocked on that bathroom door and Nick said he'd be right out, the sheer level of deception and addiction in his voice was terrifying. It's so dark. You guys? I know some people are loving this gritty storyline, but personally, I am finding it so hard to watch. Remember when they tried to make Nick go dark years ago? It didn't stick, but this isn't just him being dark. This is him being a victim of a sadistic forced addiction, and it is horrifying to witness. And the irony of Adam being the responsible one right now is just not lost on me. Adam is literally the one trying to hold everything together. He is the one leaving the warning voicemails. He is the one trying to keep Chelsea safe. Chelsea is there in the suite, freaking out, and then Riza walks in. Oh, Riza, I don't trust her as far as I can throw her. Chelsea immediately goes on the attack, accusing Riza of lying, asking whose side she is on, and I am totally with Chelsea on this. Chelsea has every right to be suspicious of this woman who operates in the Vegas underground. Adam straight up asks Riza if she is helping Matt set them all up. And then Nick, high as a kite but still trying to play the tough Newman, walks out of the bathroom and tells Riza, "You can name your price." I mean, wow, it was a badass line. I won't lie. Even completely compromised and fighting a massive chemical dependency, Nick is trying to throw Newman money at the problem. But will Riza take the bait? What does she actually get out of betraying Matt? I am figuring my thoughts out as I type this, but I kind of think Riza might actually flip and help the Newmans if the price is right. She is a survivor. She isn't going to go down with a sinking ship like Matt if Adam and Nick can offer her a golden parachute. Let's really dig into this Riza situation because I feel like we are missing something massive here. Riza is not a pawn. She is a player. When she tells Chelsea that she isn't on the side of a lunatic, I actually believe her. Matt Clark is a massive liability. Riza operates in the shadows. She makes money. She survives. Matt is drawing way too much attention, bringing Newman heat to her doorstep. When Nick says name your price, you can almost see the gears turning in Riza's head. But what is Chelsea going to do? Chelsea is a former con artist herself. She knows a hustle when she sees one. I want to see Chelsea team up with Riza. Imagine those two powerful, cunning women joining forces to outsmart Matt Clark while Adam and Nick are incapacitated. That would be the ultimate plot twist. Chelsea has been playing the worried girlfriend for too long. It's time for her to tap into her old Anita Lawson-raised roots and take control of this situation. And where is Victor in all of this? I'm sorry. I have to go off on a tangent here because I am so incredibly frustrated. Victor Newman is sitting in his office or at the ranch playing silly little corporate sabotage games with Phyllis and Summers Corp. While his two sons are literally fighting for their lives in a drug-fueled nightmare in Las Vegas. I mean, make it make sense. Victor always claims that family is everything. You protect the family, you protect the Newman legacy. Blah, blah, blah. But when his kids actually need him, where is his legendary security team? Where are his private jets? He should have had a team of mercenaries descending on Vegas the second Nick went missing. But no, he's too busy trying to force Phyllis into some ridiculous deal. It is infuriating. If Nick dies, or if Adam gets killed trying to save him, Victor is going to have to live with the fact that he was too busy being petty to save his own flesh and blood. And let's not forget, Victor is the one who stopped Nick from turning Matt in at the Orange Grove in the first place. This is literally Victor's fault. Okay, deep breaths, catching myself. Back to the actual scenes we saw. Okay, wait. Let me switch gears entirely because my blood pressure is way too high from the Vegas stuff. We need to talk about Kane Ashby and Lily Winters. I am so conflicted right now. So, Kane is lurking around Chancellor Park because of course he is. Kane is always lurking somewhere in the bushes and he eavesdrops on Lily's phone call with Malcolm. He literally stands there and listens to her saying they have to believe they will find a donor match for him. And then he just swoops in. I just heard you say Malcolm is sick. Like, Kane, boundaries. Have you ever heard of them? Lily tries to brush him off, telling him they don't need anything from him. Good for you, Lily, stick to your guns. But then Kane hits her with the ultimate emotional manipulation. He tells her he can see she is upset and scared and that he is always there for her. And Lily, who is just carrying the weight of the entire world on her shoulders right now, finally cracks and admits she is terrified. She tells him about Malcolm's aplastic anemia and how he needs a bone marrow transplant to survive. And Kane immediately says he will do it. He will get tested. I know it's a long shot, but it couldn't hurt to try on the surface. This looks so sweet, right? It looks like Kane is finally stepping up and being the good guy we all used to love back in the day. But I am not buying IT. I am sorry. I have been burned by Kane Ashby's lies way too many times. Remember the whole fake death thing? Remember all the corporate espionage? Yeah, didn't work for me then, and I am highly suspicious now. And then he brings up Neil. Oh my God, when he brought up Neil Winters, I wanted to throw my remote at the wall. He tells Lily that if by some miracle he is the one to save Malcolm, he hopes it helps ease her regrets about not being able to save her dad. I mean, that is so low. But it is also incredibly effective. Lily admits that was her first thought when she found out Malcolm was sick. Kane knows exactly which buttons to push to get past Lily's emotional defenses. He tells her he knew because it's you, Viv. It's so manipulative, but also so romantic in that toxic soap opera way that we all secretly eat up. So they call Dr. Stephanie Simmons, and Kane heads to the lab to get tested. We all know he is going to be a match. It's daytime television, of course he is going to be the only match in the entire world. But what is his real game here? I am predicting right now that he is going to use this bone marrow as leverage to get his hands back on Chancellor Winters. I am dreading it, but I am also kinda here for the massive drama it's going to cause. Because if Lily has to choose between saving Malcolm and giving Kane the company, that is going to be Emmy-winning material right there. If Kane does turn out to be a match, the legal and ethical ramifications are going to be absolutely insane. Can you legally demand a company in exchange for bone marrow? Probably not in the real world, but in Genoa City, absolutely. I can already see the scenes where Lily has to go to Devon and explain that she gave Kane a seat at the table to save Malcolm. Devon is going to lose his mind. He already hates Kane, and he is already stressed about the Holden situation. The Winters family is about to explode, and Kane Ashby is holding the match with a smug little smile on his face. Alright, back to the point. Let's talk about something actually wholesome for a minute because I desperately need a palate cleanser after all this manipulation and terror. Holden Novak and Claire Newman. Can we just protect these two at all costs? They run into each other at Crimson Lights, and Holden is just so incredibly vulnerable. He confesses to Claire that he is struggling so much with the whole Malcolm paternity revelation. He feels like he doesn't fit in, like he is an outsider in his own newly discovered legacy family. And Claire is literally the perfect person to talk to about this. I mean, if anyone knows what it's like to suddenly discover you belong to a massive, complicated, legacy family and feel totally out of place, it's Claire. She tells him it's not his fault he doesn't fit in right away. It takes time to adjust to that kind of earth-shattering news. Holden is so charmed by her understanding that he invites her to lunch, and she accepts. I'm shipping this so hard. You guys? I know some people are loving the idea of Claire with other characters, but there is just something so genuine and sweet about her dynamic with Holden. They just get each other on a fundamental level. So they head over to Society for lunch, and who do they run into? Holden's mom, Dr. Stephanie Simmons, is sitting right there at the bar. Holden introduces them, and he tells his mom that Claire also didn't find out about her biological parents until she was older. And Stephanie asks Claire how long she stayed angry at the people who kept it from her. That is such a loaded, painful question, but Claire handles it with so much grace and maturity. She says she is just glad Holden finally gets to know his dad. Stephanie's reaction was everything. She looks at Claire and says, "Thank you for being there for my son." It was such a beautiful, quiet moment amidst all the crazy explosions and kidnappings happening on this show right now. It really grounded the episode for me. It shows that beneath all the corporate warfare and sadistic villains, this show is still about family, connection, and healing. I really hope they continue to develop Holden and Claire's relationship because they bring out the absolute best in each other. Stephanie clearly approves, and honestly, so do I. But let's circle back to Vegas because my brain literally cannot let it go. I need to talk more about the psychological warfare Matt Clark is waging right now. Because it's not just about trapping Sharon and Noah or drugging Nick, it's about dismantling the entire Newman legacy piece by piece. Matt knows that Victor's greatest weakness is his children. By turning Nick into an addict, he is destroying Victor's pride and joy. By trapping Noah, he is targeting the next generation of Newmans. He wants to wipe them off the map. And Adam, poor Adam is stuck right in the middle of it. He is trying to be the hero, but he is surrounded by people who inherently distrust him. Chelsea is looking at him sideways because of Riza. Nick is high-end, completely unpredictable. Sharon is completely unreachable in the desert. Adam is essentially fighting this war blindfolded with one hand tied behind his back. I am terrified that Adam is going to have to do something unforgivable to get them out of this situation. If he kills Matt to save Nick and Sharon, will anyone even thank him? Or will they just use it as another excuse to call him a monster? That is the ultimate tragedy of Adam Newman. He can save the day, but he always ends up paying the absolute highest price. And let's talk about the sheer terror of that gas station setting one more time. The set designers deserve an Emmy just for the lighting and atmosphere in that scene. It was so desolate, so creepy. Noah looking around, the wind blowing, no cell service. It felt like a psychological thriller. And Noah, poor Noah, this kid has been through enough trauma to last 3 lifetimes. He just wanted to support his mom. He thought they were going to have a triumphant moment watching Matt go down. Instead, he is sitting in the driver's seat, completely oblivious to the monster creeping up behind them. When that back door clicked open, I swear my heart stopped beating for a solid 10 seconds. The way Matt said "Don't scream, Sharon" was so chilling. It wasn't loud, it wasn't aggressive. It was that quiet, sadistic confidence of a predator who knows he has completely trapped his prey. Stacey Hyduke and the rest of the cast get a lot of praise, but whoever is writing Matt Clark right now is tapping into pure, unfiltered psychological terror. I am going to have nightmares about that smile in the rearview mirror. How is Nick going to recover from this? Even if they survive Vegas, even if they defeat Matt Clark, Nick is going to have to go to rehab. He is going to have to face Victor, Nikki, Victoria. He is going to have to admit that he is a drug addict. The fallout from this storyline is going to ripple through Genoa City for years. Nick's entire identity is built on being the reliable one. When that is stripped away, who is he? And I'm here for the soapy drama of it all. But man, it is incredibly heavy to watch a legacy character fall this hard. Okay, I need to wrap this up before the sun comes out because I have been typing furiously for over an hour and my fingers are starting to cramp. But seriously, this episode delivered on every single front. We have life or death stakes in Vegas, we have medical blackmail brewing in Genoa City, and we have sweet, budding romance to balance it all out. My predictions for next week, Sharon is going to have to fight Matt off herself in that car. She is not going to just sit there and scream. Sharon has survived Cameron Kirsten. She has survived countless traumas. She is going to protect Noah like a lioness protecting her cub. I predict Nick is going to crash the car or pass out before he can reach them, leaving Adam to do the heavy lifting and potentially cross a line he can't uncross. As for Kane, he is going to get those test results. They are going to be positive. And he is going to walk into Chancellor Winters with a smug smile on his face and a legally binding contract in his hand. Lily is going to have to make a deal with the devil to save her uncle, and the fallout is going to be spectacular. I am exhausted. I am emotionally drained, but I absolutely cannot wait for the next episode. Let me know in the comments if you guys are as stressed as I am, because I seriously need a support group after watching Matt Clark slide into that back seat. Until next time, stay restless, my friends, and keep your doors locked.